welcome back to the MobilityWOD. You may ask yourself, what are we doing in a stairwell in San Francisco? And I'll tell you, if you notice, we're in an old Victorian built in 1904. This is the original home of San Francisco CrossFit. Started in our backyard. We had 10 people training on this flagstone patio back over here. We finally talked our beautiful landlords into putting in a rope. They needed to do that. You'll notice that there's this big, beefy concrete pad here, because imagine your tenant drops $275 for overhead, thinks it's a concrete pad, and just goes to the concrete slab. What I'm telling you is that a lot of these ideas for MobilityWOD come from my experience as a coach and my kind of thinking and noticing what was around me, what happened. So, for example, today's homework number 1 is that I want you to find a stair or a deep step, and this is one of the things that I started doing to open up my hips. So there's kind of 2 pieces here. We're going to first try to drop the inside to the ground, so keep the shin vertical, and we're just going to try to open up the hip from the front. We've seen this on the ground before, but yet again, when we elevate ourselves, we get a little bit different exposure. So we're just going to hang out here and then drop the leg over. So yesterday we hit external rotation first. Today we're going to bias flexion first, more deep knee flexion. Hang out here, spend some time in those corners, then let the knee fall out a little bit. We're still prioritizing flexion over external rotation. The second piece then is that if I turn the leg in the back, so my back leg turns in, working on internal rotation and extension. This is the missing component. This is why athletes jerk and they turn their foot out, why we see athletes run around turns or they run and their leg swings out. You miss this internal rotation and extension. This is the closed pack position of the joint and extension. So I'm just going to hang out and camp out. And what's nice is that because this leg is on a high step, I can really spend some time here, and it feels different than the box. It's just easy to hang out. Usually there's a rail, which allows me to kind of do some different things. Use your environment. Look what's going on. Because my foot's over here, look how I can basically press into a strange corner. Conversely, I can really bias to this other corner and spend time looking for my bands of range. So we're going to first thing is spend a minute or 2 in this position. Second piece, each leg, since you're already set up, the contralateral leg, opposite leg, will get internal rotation and extension. The main thrust of homework today is that I want you to try to stretch your calves, which is not really true. We're going to try to pull our foot back in dorsiflexion as often as we can. And I want you to first start by opening up on the stairs, hanging out. The leg needs to be tight, it needs to be on the ball of the foot. This may impinge you, this may not hit it, but let's go ahead and spend as much time as we can. Anytime you go up and down a stair today, see if you can collect a little time on your calves. 1 leg at a time is fine. If this doesn't work for you, you'll notice that I have a big step here. I lock off and it will come up and forward. So what I want you to try to do is see if you can get 10 minutes during the day stretching your legs, each side. Can you stretch your calves 10 1-minute intervals? I'm seeing more and more tissue sliding problems. I see tight calves. I'm hearing a lot about calf pulls. It's because we're doing so much running, we're not paying attention to the details. That's the homework today. First, deep flexion, then internal rotation on the backside. Then you're going to try to get 10 1-minute sessions, each leg on the calf. See if you're successful. Now follow us up. You'll notice that the rings are in the back here. Come on upstairs. I'm going to show you where I got the idea for global relaxation. Hopefully Juliet doesn't trip and die on the stairs. It's happened here already. This concept of global relaxation comes from the fact that we're at Pam Bernard's. These are the original CrossFitters, 1 and 2.
You guys still live downstairs?
And they're still downstairs.
You do?
No, we don't live downstairs.
I didn't think so.
Nope. And then right in here,
oh, is this a video?
we have 17 bottles of... Oh, hey, there's champagne, and there's the crew. Say hey, MWOD, everybody. MWOD. Cheers. Champagne. This is where the original... this one says lobster. If your champagne doesn't say lobster, you're in the wrong champagne business.
We have lobster bisque coming.
Lobster bisque, all right? We will see you guys tomorrow, and I'm sure it's going to be fun.